Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. I'm coming to you this morning with a silver update. Now, believe it or not, I receive a lot of communication throughout the day, whether it be economics, whether it be preparedness, or whether it be silver or tangible assets. I want to try to bring some clarity here because over and over again, I understand there's a lot of new subscribers and many of you will not go back into the archives. I have over 600 something videos loaded on this YouTube, loaded with information and wisdom, knowledge and understanding. I've already answered your questions probably 1,000 times over, but since I know that some of you will not do your due diligence and go back into the archives and look for yourselves, I'm going to go ahead and try to answer some of these questions to bring it up to date. From the biblical viewpoint, I get a lot of people telling me, Pastor Dow, your gold and silver is going to be worthless. They're going to throw it in the streets. And you can tell that these people have been what I call trained and not educated. Because when we read, we don't use independent thinking. We don't use self-autonomy. It's just like when we read, we have no comprehensive abilities whatsoever at all. We don't comprehend what we believe or what we read. And it's just literally appalling. I call it personally chaotic ignorance. And it makes no difference if people get insulted by it or not. What the truth is, we need to really start practicing changing our lives so we can understand. But let me try this again. When you read about the scriptures that tell you that they're going to throw that gold and silver in the street because it's not going to be worth anything, would you please read it in context? The context of it is, your gold and silver is not going to be worth anything at the coming of the day of the Most High, or what the scriptures say, the Lord. That's when they're going to throw. So there's a time frame that they're going to throw that gold and silver in the streets. Until then, it's going to be used as a medium of exchange for bartering. The whole system and everything is going to reset back to this gold and silver, whether you like it or not. And we're going to use that up until that time. That's when it's going to be thrown into the streets. Okay, now, enough time on that. Now, let's get to this. Right now, I'm holding up 1 ounce silver bar. This thing is quickly approaching $50, and I probably predict, what is today anyway? Today's 24th. Probably before the end of next month, this silver bar will be worth $50. And then if it does get to $50, the United States of America is in serious trouble. Because if you're in this stuff right here, this trash, whether it be ETFs, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, CDs, IRAs, it makes no difference. You're getting ready to lose all your amassed stored wealth. I don't care if you have $1 or $10 trillion. It wouldn't make any difference. If you're in this mess, hey, whether you like it or not, we're headed towards the Weimar Republic and Zimbabwe. Hey, brothers and sisters, you've trusted in a bag with holes. You need to listen to the people that are wisdom, that have the sound advice. So I get another question. Pastor Dow, should I buy copper? Now, but before I answer that question, let me show y'all that I have copper. See, this is a copper coin. I also have a half-pound copper bar right here, as well as a kilo copper bar, as well as a roll of copper coins, as well as look at this now, and I'm going to take it out of this package here, okay, because it's pretty heavy. I have a 10 kilo copper bar. Now it's kind of tarnished because I've had my hands on it, but a 10 kilo copper bar, okay. Now not only that, but I also have, believe it or not, a bag of copper pennies, 1982, pre-1982. And I also have, look at this, a roll of nickels. Now, when you go buy a roll of nickels, you automatically come out $30 a head. Don't pay attention to my camera because it's messing up. But anyway, but right now, for those of you who are sending me the communique saying, Pastor Dow, I cannot afford. I simply just cannot afford to buy silver right now at these prices. And I understand your sentiments, but you can continue. Before you buy this copper right here, you can go out and buy you a silver dime. Yes, you can too. You get it, might cost you $3, but you can buy it. Or you can get a half, which probably costs you, I don't know, maybe $25 now. A Kennedy half, 1964, pre-1964, or a roll of silver dimes. Because these Chinese pandas and these American eagles, hey, I'll tell you, bro, these things are getting out of the reach even for the poor man nowadays. once you cannot find these silver dimes and stuff, then you look into getting into the copper bullion. All right, following? Because, you know, metals is where it's going to be at. That's what is going to be the medium of exchange. You're not going to be able to go around with this worthless piece of trash right here. This Federal Reserve note is backed up nothing but by the word of the United States of America. And I ask you, knowing the history of the United States of America, how good is this word? That's what I thought. Okay. All right. But anyway, I thought I'd come here and give you a silver update, try to give you a little bit of understanding of what I'm saying. And I hope that some way, somehow, this has helped you. So don't sit there and tell me that you can't afford silver when you can go out and buy you a silver dime, a mercury dime, or a pre-1964 dime, or you can go out and buy a half or a quarter. Yeah, you can do that. It's still silver. It's junk silver. It's 90% silver. It's worth a whole lot more than this. Remember, this $20 bill now this $20 bill can't even hold a candle to this. And they keep telling you that this is money, but yet and still it's losing value, and this is continually to keep growing. Somebody's lying. Somebody don't know what they're talking about. If you continue this insanity that you have, trusting in a system that has perpetually lied to you from the time you come out of your mother's womb up until now, and you don't exercise independent thinking, and you start feeling the wrath, and you start feeling the pain because you decided to be pessimistic, you did. You decided to not make sound decisions. You decided to throw away all wise counsel because you know it all. And you decided to say, well, the Lord is going to take care of me. Well, you go back and look in them scriptures and you see. Forget about the Christian perspective. You go back in those scriptures and look and see who the Most High took care of and what they did. You'll learn what it means. This is Pastor Dow. I hope this video has been the truth. Something's going on with my camera. I must got to get a new camera because this thing is just out the chain.